Hey everybody, it's Cory with Utah Dream Properties and Keller Williams. Today we're going to look at some market numbers from Layton so that you can compare them to our other videos that we do where we talk about the whole state.
Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
All right, so let's go through some numbers. We're talking about Layton. So these numbers are from August of 23, so last month. Good, we got a full month's worth. That's what these numbers are from, and they're for Layton, which is the Hill Air Force Base. It's a nice location, obviously, not too far from Salt Lake, right close to the base. And they do have good mountain homes and good flat homes, if you will. Let's talk about it though. So the number of homes sold in Layton last month was 85. The median sold price was $456,000. The median square foot was about 2,200 square feet, 2,279. Median beds 4, median baths 3, and days on market 28. So those numbers alone don't really mean too much unless, like I said, take these and compare them to the videos that we do when we talk about the whole state. But for now, let's talk about a couple of these numbers because we picked a couple out that are different. So median sold price last year in August, so 22 August, it was $480,000. Now we're at $456,000. So obviously that's come down 23,000 some. And then down here we got days on market. So it's 28 days this year. Last year it was only 16 days. So you can see things have changed a little bit, right? So the price has come down some. There's more product on the market, and that forces that longer days on market that we're seeing right now versus last year's 16. So we always talk about, all right, great, what do all these numbers mean? How does that help me? Well, it depends on what camp you're in, right? So are you a buyer or are you a seller? So let's talk about both of those. So if I'm a seller right now, I'm looking at this and I'm like, all right, I understand that the price is down. It's kind of leveled off and it's come down 4% or so. And then and I'm also looking at this number right here where I'm on the market for a little bit longer. So of course, when I come in and talk with a seller, we're talking about replacing some carpeting that's a little bit worn, that maybe you didn't have to do when things were flying off the shelves, right? We're talking about doing some painting. We're making sure that the yard is spiffy. You know, we're doing these things to really make the product look the best that we can, when for a couple of years there, we didn't have to really do that. It was just get it on the market as fast as we could. And the sellers, you know, were happy because everything was selling very quickly. And for top dollar, because it was such a constriction in how much product was on the market, right? Well, how about buyers? So if I'm taking a buyer out now, obviously these are positive signs for a buyer. So we've got, instead of paying that amount, I'm paying this amount. Well, obviously that's a great thing. We all want to pay less for our property. We also have a little bit more time to make a decision. What do we mean by that? Obviously, there's different pockets, right? So let's talk about that real quick so we don't get too excited. We're not going home, sleeping on it for a week, and then getting back. That's not the case. It's still moving pretty fast, especially in certain products or certain parts of the market. What I mean by that is, let's say anything under about 400,000 right now, maybe even 450,000, they're getting multiple offers still. So stuff is still moving quickly in certain pockets. So if you're out looking at a home and it's $400,000 home, you're going to want to make a decision pretty fast. You want to make a decision that day, but at least we don't have to take the computer and run out of the house and jump in the truck and type it up right there in the driveway. We're not at that point right now. And we were there. We were doing that for a while. It was kind of crazy. So you have a little bit more time, and you have a little bit more time to kind of take a breath and think about something and maybe go see 4 or 5 homes instead of just one home and be like, all right, we're taking this one. So hopefully that makes sense. So it does give us a little bit more time. That's what that's indicating. And it does give us here, this shows us that we can negotiate a little bit. Now, obviously, if there's multiple offers on a property, we've got to still beat those other offers in order to get you the property. So it's all in balance. Now, if you're in that 500 to 800 range, 500 to $1 million, that range is doing a little bit more negotiating right now than the range under 500. Because under 500, we're getting multiple offers. 500 to $1 million, we're not necessarily getting multiple offers on those properties, and they're sitting a little bit longer. So that's why this number is now 28, because that group is sitting a little longer, and the lower group is still moving fairly quickly. Hopefully that makes sense. And then our million and up buyers, our luxury buyers, they're still moving actually pretty fast. So it just depends on what you're looking for, depends on what you qualify for, depends on where you're at. Obviously, we'll talk through all of that with you and make sure that you understand it all, but hopefully that gives you a little idea of some of the numbers that are happening in Layton and what that means for the buyers and sellers. Everybody, this is in conjunction with our neighborhood tour, so please go look at our neighborhood tour. That's on our YouTube channel. Bree does these videos for us every week. She's hard at work doing that, so like and subscribe, smash the like button, hit the subscribe. We want you out there to know that we're here, and it makes Bree smile when you do that, so please do that. Also, all of our contact info is down below. You can get us any way that you want to. Please call us, text us, email us. We're here for you. Send us your questions, because that's very important. We want to know what you guys want, and we'll get that data for you and get it out to you. Have a great day.